Well, I'm in weights class at my school, and as you can tell, it's not really working out for me. But my friend Seth, he was actually, we were lifting in weights class, and he's over on the other side of the weight room. He's benching, and he's going back to rack it. His pinky extends out and just slams against the rack and just falls right off. And he very calmly stood up, goes over to coach and says, "Hey coach, my pinky fell off, what do I do?" And then he gets into the ambulance, and the guy in the ambulance says, he's like, "On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad does it hurt?" Seth looked up at him and he said, "You ever been kicked in the nuts before?" He's like, "Yeah, that's about a 10. This is about a 4. 4. Well, my mom is here, and you know, she's not really too supportive of me being a comedian. I said, "Mom, I really want to be a comedian." She's like, "Nah, I think you got more of the face for radio." She's got fired from one of her jobs not too long ago. She was working at a nursing home, and there was this one guy that was working there, that lived there, and he would always press the button. His name was Norm. My mom would always go, she's like, "Norm, stop pressing the button." She'd leave, come back, he'd press the button again. She'd be like, "Norm, stop pressing the button." Leave again, press the button one more time. "Norm, you pressed that button one more time, I'm shoving it up your ass." Press it again, she's a woman of her word. My mom isn't exactly the brightest, so as you can tell, I take after her then. I love her though, but we were going through a car wash one day, and she was trying to shut off the dome light in the car. She didn't know I had a sunroof. Open it up, my seats just get drenched in soap and stuff. I'm shutting it off, swearing at her. She's like, "Oh, come on, Alex, it could have been worse." I'm like, "Yeah, it could have been your car." Well, I actually have a nickname at my school. I've been trying to get Fedorable going, but it's just not working. My nickname is DD, Designated Driver. That's my Aunt Mary. You know something I noticed? Want to know why we don't have any female presidents? Because if we just had all female leaders, we would not, there'd just be a whole bunch of countries just not talking to each other. And once a month, for no reason, they just start a war for no reason. Speaking of wars, we got that war with North Korea going on now. No one is freaking out about that because their bombs, their nukes cannot even reach the coastline of the United States. They cannot, and in fact, their biggest bomb is a 5 megaton bomb. Our biggest is a 5,000 megaton. We can blow up their capital and then some. They can maybe blow up this building. Of course, we in Nebraska, we don't have anything to worry about. No one's gonna bomb corn. They'd have to blow it up one by one, too. And if any of you guys do know my Uncle Scott, he's got what you call redneck ingenuity, I guess. Or drunken logic, one of the two. Same difference. But he was actually coming home from roping one day, and he was with his best friend Lonnie. They had had a few drinks, a lot. And they get out into the rain, and their windshield wipers aren't working. Scott's pretty tall, and he's got long arms. He's like, "Well, I got an idea." Takes his rope, ties it on the windshield wipers, just standing in the back seat. Very smart. You know, I didn't really prepare too much for this because, you know, I was on Facebook doing all that stuff, but I showed up here and I'm just like, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And then I come up in buckle jeans, buckle shirt, Nikes, and show up in the world of Wranglers and cowboy hats. But my friend Gabe is gonna come up here in a second. His nickname is Redneck Knee. He's probably gonna fit in pretty well here. Give a big hand for Gabe Milhun.